Who truly holds the keys to global dominance in the thrilling decade ahead, the United States or China? As the 2030s rapidly unfold, we are witnessing an extraordinary power struggle between two titans of modern civilization. On one side stands the United States, an old champion of freedom, innovation, and influence. On the other stands China, a rapidly rising juggernaut of efficiency, economic ambition, and strategic planning. This video takes you deep into 10 critical arenas that will determine the outcome of this gripping global rivalry. From technology to military power, cultural influence to economic storytelling, we'll dissect the battle not with numbers, but with powerful narrative and real-world dynamics. So stay with us until the end, because the world is watching, and the final answer might just surprise you. Economic storytelling and the power of narrative. The real battle between the United States and China begins in the realm of storytelling, not just about GDP or growth, but how each country paints its vision of prosperity. The United States has long held the crown of economic imagination. It built a brand around freedom, innovation, and the promise that anyone, regardless of origin, can build a better future through bold ideas. This narrative powers entrepreneurship, tech innovation, and cultural influence. In contrast, China's story is about discipline, order, and the collective rise of 1 billion people from poverty to modern prosperity. It showcases infrastructure miracles, rapid urbanization, and cutting-edge industry growth. The 2030s will be shaped not just by trade wars and market expansions, but by which story resonates more powerfully with emerging nations and aspiring populations. Will the freedom to innovate outweigh the promise of stability? Will chaotic creativity win over disciplined progress? This is the first battleground, and the one that will shape all the others. The security web and the architecture of trust. Beyond trade, global power is about who can make others feel secure. The United States, with its military alliances, naval dominance, and decades of strategic diplomacy, has built a security umbrella that covers much of the world. Its commitment to defending allies has allowed many nations to prosper under its protection. China, meanwhile, is expanding its influence by offering security through economic means, investing in infrastructure, ports, and digital systems that embed Chinese presence in foreign lands. It offers protection not through soldiers, but through connectivity and commerce. But trust is fragile. The 2030s will test which model the world prefers: open alliances with transparent intentions, or tightly managed partnerships with state-backed guarantees. Whichever nation becomes the world's trusted guardian of peace, of supply chains, of cyber networks, will gain not just influence, but loyalty. Technological ecosystems and the race for imagination. Innovation has become the currency of global leadership. The United States leads in open creativity, allowing inventors, thinkers, and dreamers to experiment freely. Its universities, tech hubs, and startup ecosystems produce groundbreaking ideas that change how the world lives. China, however, is racing forward with scale and speed, building an ecosystem where ideas move from lab to market in record time. Its government directs resources strategically, fueling entire industries like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and green energy. The battle is about more than just who invents first; it's about who builds faster, who protects ideas better, and who earns the trust of users worldwide. In the 2030s, the winner will be the one whose ecosystem turns imagination into real-world impact most efficiently. Cultural influence and the war for hearts. True power isn't just about tanks or trade, it's about what people believe, consume, and celebrate. American culture, music, movies, brands, values, has dominated global taste for decades. Its soft power shapes identities from Tokyo to Rio, from Paris to Lagos. China is now stepping into this arena, pushing its own cultural symbols, platforms, and philosophies through media, tourism, and education. From blockbuster films to TikTok clones, it's trying to offer an alternative model of modern life. The coming decade will show which cultural force has deeper emotional reach. Will youth in developing nations dream in English or Mandarin? Will global consumers identify with Western individualism or Eastern harmony? In this war for hearts, the winner may become the global compass for lifestyle, meaning, and modernity. Climate leadership and the battle for the future. The planet's biggest problem is no longer theoretical, it's personal. Climate change is reshaping cities, economies, and lives. The nation that leads in climate solutions will hold moral and strategic power. The United States brings advanced technology, private sector innovation, and international collaboration. China brings manufacturing capacity, speed, and scale. Both nations are investing in clean energy, electric vehicles, and green infrastructure. But the question is, who turns ambition into results? In the 2030s, leadership will be defined by who helps the world breathe easier, not just with promises, but with real action. The nation that becomes the guardian of Earth's future will earn respect, influence, and partnership across every continent. Financial systems and control of global capital. Money flows dictate influence. The United States has long controlled the world's financial systems through its currency, banks, and investment networks. The dollar's dominance has allowed America to sanction enemies, reward allies, and set global economic rules. China, however, is building parallel systems, digital currencies, state banks, and trade blocs that bypass Western control. It's creating financial roads that lead to Beijing, not New York. The fight for financial dominance isn't just about money, it's about who writes the rules. In the 2030s, global investors, startups, and even governments will decide where to park their trust. The nation that wins this vote will shape the future of finance. Space exploration and the new frontier of power. Beyond the clouds lies a battlefield few understand, but all will depend on. Space is the new strategic frontier. The United States has history, moon landings, Mars rovers, and commercial spaceflight innovation. China, meanwhile, has ambition, lunar bases, orbital stations, and deep space missions that signal its cosmic intentions. But space isn't just about exploration, it's about communication satellites, missile defense, and asteroid mining. The 2030s will be defined by who controls the final frontier. Will it be the nation that first stepped on the moon, or the one now racing to build a civilization beyond Earth? Whoever secures space dominance will secure the skies, and everything below them. Health systems and global resilience. After recent global health crises, resilience has become power. The ability to detect, respond to, and manage pandemics is a new pillar of leadership. The United States has world-class research institutions and pharmaceutical giants. China has rapid deployment capacity and centralized health coordination. But beyond infrastructure, trust is key. Who will the world turn to for vaccines, early warnings, and emergency aid? In the 2030s, leadership will be about saving lives, not just at home, but worldwide. The health superpower will gain moral authority, scientific respect, and a lasting place in the hearts of nations. Political systems and the test of internal strength. No empire leads externally if it's unstable internally. The real contest may come down to whose political system withstands pressure better. The United States faces polarization, cultural battles, and challenges to its democratic institutions. Yet it also possesses adaptability, freedom of speech, and vibrant civil society. China offers stability through control, swift policy shifts, and long-term planning, but at the cost of dissent and transparency. In the 2030s, the world will watch which system survives storms better, economic crises, civil unrest, or generational shifts. Strength at home is the foundation of strength abroad. The nation with greater internal resilience will project more confident, durable power. Strategic alliances and the global circle of influence. No superpower stands alone. The 2030s will be shaped by who builds stronger, smarter, and more loyal alliances. The United States leads with NATO, G7, and Indo-Pacific pacts. Its model is about shared values, mutual defense, and open diplomacy. China builds influence through trade deals, development loans, and quiet partnerships. Its model is about strategic alignment and non-interference. The race is not just about adding more allies, but keeping them close. Which superpower will lead a coalition of influence that drives policy, sets norms, and responds to crises? The answer will echo across the world map and into history.